Buonasera, we are day 15 of our wine quarantine. So in milestone, and today I wanted to take you to a very special place in Italy, dear to my heart, being myself from Campania. So if you took a plane from wherever you are and you flew into the international airport of Naples, from there took a car and drove about an hour and 20 inland going towards the mountains, you find yourself in a very wild, rugged area full of beautiful forest oak trees called Irpinia. So Irpinia is a very unique area because it's an area located at fairly high elevation as we are at the base of the Apennine Mountains. It has a continental climate, which means extreme hot summers, but also means extreme cold winters with a lot of snow there. Lots of rainfall between the fall and the winter time, so lots of temperature swings, which are also very important for the vine to give you these beautifully aromatic wines. And ultimately, the soils of this area are quite unique because they are mostly based on limestone, as it used to be an ancient seabed, and then covered with this volcanic matter created by many pyroclastic volcanic eruption that have taken over, thousands and thousands of years, right? So the grape I want to talk to you about tonight, it's a beautiful white grape, one of the best of Italy, called the Fiano. So Fiano originates from the birthplace of Fiano, to be correct. It's called Lapio, which is a very tiny commune located in Irpinia at an elevation of about 600 meters, to be correct 590 meters, which is about 2,000 feet altogether. We consider Fiano one of the noble grapes of Italy. Nobles because it's a noble, incredible history, but also because it produced some of the most important white wines of Italy, also extremely age-worthy. So when we talk about Fiano, it's important to say that Fiano can give you wines that can be light and gentle and fresh and vibrant, but also full-bodied wines. Can produce dry wines as well as it can make sweet wines, and then can make easygoing wines, but also super age-worthy wines, as I previously mentioned. This is one of the oldest documented grapes of Italy. Supposedly, already Pliny the Elder and Columella during Roman times, they talked about Fiano. For these grapes that at the time were called Viti Appiane, although we don't know exactly if they were referring to the current Fiano that we're talking about. Now, figure that in the 1970s, or actually before the 1970s, Fiano had almost gone totally extinct. Nobody was planting anymore, nobody was working with it anymore, until the Mastro Berardino family brought back Fiano from oblivion. Unfortunately, they did so that we have Fiano today to enjoy, all of us. Now, when we look at the bunch of Fiano, it's got a beautiful pyramidal shaped bunch, very green skin berries, and also has a thick skin, which is very important, especially in this area where conditions can be fairly humid with, like I mentioned, a lot of rain, so run can be a problem. Ideally, Fiano loves volcanic soils. That's where it gives it its ultimate expression. Now, tonight we're talking about this specific Fiano by Luciano Ercolino, specifically the wine that's called Vinosia, and the Fiano di Avellino, it's a DOCG bottling. So the DOCG Fiano di Avellino is basically a tiny area that encompasses 26 villages, so very, very small. And let's take a look at the wine. Now, when you look at the color in the glass, it's a nice light golden color, very brilliant, but still I see some green highlights due to the youthfulness. This is 2018 example. Take a sniff, and the wine is bright, bright, bright on the nose. You get plenty of a green apple, there's white peach, but then also there's the mineral component, which is extremely expressive on these type of wines. In these soils, minimal element, almost like hazelnut skin on the wine. And lastly, what I really love about it is this brininess, almost like sea salt, marine quality, although it's still fairly far away from the sea, but really has this fantastic element. Take a sip. In the wine, figure the vineyards for this wine are located about 400 meters of elevation, about 1,200 feet, so an extreme high elevation. So the wine has a great complexity on the palate, good roundness, a very rich mouthfeel. You can see a little bit of oiliness on the sides of the glass, and really a wine that cleanses the palate, keeps it very fresh, and its minerality is just beautifully, beautifully fresh. So again, consider that if you do buy some Fiano, whichever the case might be, and you forget a few bottles in the cellar, in a few years you might find a really spectacular bottle of wine, because really Fiano is an extremely age-worthy variety. Lastly, I'll leave you with a food pairing. If you are drinking Fiano and you do go to Campania, you want to enjoy some nice beautiful grilled octopus or even a beautiful mozzarella di bufala, which is our classic food. In alto e cuori, until tomorrow, and stay healthy. Ciao!